Hello and welcome once again to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Amata. Today is the 8th of October and I'm here as always to give you your daily dose of today's latest gaming news. This time I'm bringing you yet more news for the PS4 as an analyst by the name of Michael Pachter, who works for the company Wedbush Morgan, has predicted that PS4 pre-orders have risen to 1.5 million. Now, when Sony last touched on this particular topic, they did say that over 1 million PS4 pre-orders have been placed worldwide. However, when Pachter was on the latest episode of Bonus Round, he did suggest that the figure has since risen by 500,000 units. And he said, quote, Sony's making 1 million PS4s a month, Microsoft probably about the same, and they probably commenced manufacturing around September 1. So through December they'll manage 4 million each. Because of the delay in Japan, I think Sony will probably ship around 2 million in the US, and my guess is that those will sell out. The Xbox, well, probably demand will be a little lower because it's an extra $100. I think Microsoft intends to really market the hell out of the value add of Kinect and the headset included in the box. If I had to bet, I'd say they're going to throw some software in the box and 3 months of Xbox Live Gold at launch. I think that they need to give the gamer a reason to spend an extra $100. And he even went so far as to say as Sony's PS4 execution has been pretty flawless so far. And he said, quote, the only thing they're going to have problems with is supply disruption. That million pre-orders that they talked about, which I understand now is up to 1.5 million. That's a lot of consoles. That tells you there's not going to be a lot of boxes behind the first 1.5 million, and so I think you're going to have some supply shortages. And I think to the extent that there is a shortage, that's a potential customer who says, I'm getting an Xbox One, because that's great too. And this actually ties into another piece of news concerning the PS4 that it's actually reportedly sold out in France until 2014. And this comes from some French retailers who have been telling their customers who place new PS4 pre-orders that their consoles will not be guaranteed for delivery this year. And this comes from French gaming site Jux Video, and they have reported that Micromania and FNAC are now listing Sony's upcoming console with a disclaimer saying that it's not available until 2014. And he said, quote, we can no longer guarantee delivery before the month of January 2014. And Micromania explains on its website, quote, all available parts have already been sold. So there you have it, two rather interesting pieces of information that tied together quite well. Now, the most interesting thing that analyst mentioned there is the idea that if someone cannot get hold of a PS4 because of shortage problems, they may just go to the Xbox One because, well, both consoles are fairly evenly matched. PS4 wins in some areas, Xbox One wins in others. You know, it's really down to your personal preference as to which one is quote-unquote better. But I don't know. Thing is, there may be shortage problems, but Jack Tretton has basically said that he doesn't predict any issues and that they're going to be ahead of things, especially with them issuing a statement for the UK that if you make your pre-order after a certain time, you will be getting it in time for Christmas. So while you know it won't get it on day one, you will still get it this year. So it's really tough to say just how much is truth and how much is PR spin in these two pieces of information. I say that the most interesting fact or idea is that 1.5 million pre-orders have been made for the PS4. And what I would love to know is the rough figure for pre-orders on the Xbox One. I have had a brief look, but I haven't been able to find any real information. There's plenty of information on the amount of pre-orders that have been made for games on the various platforms, but not actually for the Xbox One console that I can find easily. If you guys have a link to a source that I can check out, please do so, as I'd love to know. But still, it's going to be a rather interesting turn of events when these consoles actually come out. Then we will really see how much any supply shortages that end up happening, which may not happen, but it wouldn't be surprising if it did, given how popular the PS4 is, how much impact they would actually have on the release and sales of the console. Anyway, that is me done for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.